There's something about the closing laps of a Grand Prix that seems to strip drivers down to raw instinct and sometimes raw emotion. And at the Red Bull Ring, Oscar Piastri proved just that. While the Australian finished second and retained the lead in the 2025 World Championship, his radio message in the final minutes of the Austrian GP made even more noise than his on-track performance. It wasn't a mechanical issue or a teammate battle that set Piastri off this time. Instead, it was a near miss with a back marker that reopened old wounds and triggered one of the most biting team-related comments of the season so far. Coming out of his second pit stop and diving straight into traffic, Piastri was on a mission to catch Lando Norris. But what he didn't expect was a flashback, both figurative and almost literal, with a familiar name from his past. Franco Colapinto, currently driving for Alpine, was embroiled in his own last-place fight with Yuki Tsunoda when Piastri attempted to slice through. But Colapinto, fully engaged in his battle, didn't see the McLaren coming and chose not to react in time. He squeezed Piastri off the racing line, nearly forcing contact in a moment that could have rewritten the entire outcome of the Grand Prix. The Australians' response over team radio was immediate and scathing. Alpine still finds a way to screw me over after all these years. A snarky, pointed reminder of a complicated past with the Enstone-based team that once saw him as their future. For those newer to the paddock's politics, Piastri's journey to McLaren was anything but straightforward. A former Alpine Academy driver and 2022 reserve Oscar seemed destined for a race seat. But with Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso locked in, he was sidelined until a window opened with Daniel Ricciardo's departure from McLaren. When Alonso unexpectedly jumped ship to Aston Martin, Alpine hastily announced Piastri as his replacement without checking if he was actually available. The now famous tweet denying the claim and the resulting legal standoff became a turning point in recent F1 contract drama. So when an Alpine car nearly took him out during his championship run in 2025, it wasn't just Travis, it was personal. Despite the incident, Piastri managed to bring the car home in P2, just behind teammate Norris, and maintain his position at the top of the drivers' standings with 216 points to Lando's 201. The title fight within McLaren remains red hot, and with Silverstone up next, the battle is far from over. Now, we want to hear from you. Was Piastri right to call out Alpine like that, or did the heat of the moment get the better of him? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe to the channel for all the behind-the-scenes drama, exclusive paddock interviews, and the latest F1 news.